Hello, hello, here we are yet again. Today we're playing another round of Path of Exile. Once again, mainly because today's been a pretty weird day, I'll be perfectly honest. What is this, rewards enabled? What? Okay, I'll investigate that later. That's a Streamlabs update that, or a Twitch update that I do not know what's going on there. So, please stop. Okay. Alright, back to real game. Why is there no sound? Uh-oh. Stand by. Oh, it's still playing on my speakers. What? Give me a moment. Okay, I think I switched my speakers a little too quickly. Boom. Get a login. We'll get Diogenes. Play. How's everybody doing today? So unprofessional. Yeah, I mean, I was scrambling for my professional job and got here and everything's falling apart. How you doing? Believe it or not, I came in here kind of at a loss as to what I should be playing. Just because, you know, it's like, oh shoot, I didn't really plan this beforehand. So if anything's unprofessional, probably that. But yeah, we actually made a lot of progress with that one act. We might not have time today to achieve that, but let's give a talk to all the people.
The time has come. Not to
Am I faster? I did try to move in the direction of having that.
Traverse its innards and rip out its corrupted heart. Oyun will help us. Go on now. Hobnob with the Maraketh matriarch.
I kill things fast. Does that count?
Learned, and quickly.
I just tend to hobble over there.
Darkness down in that mountain, and it's reeking with impatience to meet you. Bye-bye.
Okay. Just getting a swing. I don't think I'm going faster. Let's look at my passives. Because speed is a thing that I may have neglected. Just mainly because, like, where does the dexterity go for this character? There really is no dexterity, huh? I mean, I guess I can lean into a different tech tree. We'll see, we'll see. Yeah, it is.
This is neither the time nor the place.
It's the Hierophant. I haven't changed. Let's see. Oh, okay, I got a 20% movement speed with my boots. That's why. And he's not giant, he's hefty. I mean, 20%'s not insignificant.
I can't tell you how good it is to meet a man so willing and able to put the order back on the road to faith.
Oh my god, Padaris!
Vanya?
I've just seen too many foul deeds done in the name of faith.
Committed by those who talked of God while they acted for themselves.
Fine, Padaris.
Huh. Had to talk to the merchants. We'll get back to them later. Yeah, this helmet was not better, blowing me away. But yeah, today, I was actually pleasantly surprised at my work. Was the fact that, like, I was slightly mortified at the idea of coming back, just knowing that, like, it's entirely possible that the place would just be in utter disarray. And that was not the case. I was actually very happy to discover that, yeah. It's like my guys got it when I'm not there. There's hope yet. Yeah, my inventory's a little disorganized. Okay. At least not exactly to my liking.
Yes.
How's your character going, Mad Hat? Have you beaten the game yet?
We opened the gates to you for two reasons only. Dominus and piety. They made themselves our enemies. You made them dead. Now, Oyun believes there is a third reason. The beast is our enemy. Perhaps you can make it dead as well.
Yeah.
Dominus was High Templar in Oriath, was he not? Your god needs to be more careful when he chooses his
Pretty good.
servants.
Made Act 3. Nice.
Then again, perhaps he
Yeah,
learns
that I
from
totally
his
get.
mistakes.
Although, believe it or not, there's like 10 to 12 acts in this. It is truly bonkers.
Oyan has ordered me to help you, to trade with you. I have risked much to gather weapons and armor for this Akara. I've scavenged on the fringes.
Okay. What do you buy? Ooh, a door. It's pretty good. Well, we got things to look forward to. But yeah, it was actually going to be a... I've been playing on my off time with a different character as well. But I've been kind of flirting around with the idea of the next kind of big thing to go. Because I know I got a couple projects I'm working on. Talos Principle is going to be... That's going to be pretty long form, because if it takes me that long to finish things. So I'll jump up as soon as I can. But I was kind of trying to make a guess at the next game I was doing some research. I might get a list on the Discord to kind of see what people think.
I am Tasuni.
Which direction we should go.
Into the gloom. Who hears the black hearts that thunder within the mountain deep? If you seek enlightenment, find a torch. If you seek to understand the nightmare, I can help feel your way through the darkness. Your holy mantle is stained with the blood of the countless, Templar. A sacrifice worthy of a god. Just not to the god you had in mind.
Divination cards, eh?
Shall be rewarded.
Didn't I have one of those with the crows? Where are we at? Yeah, it's this thing. Life armor. Carrion crow. Speaking in code.
I see and feel the dark.
But yeah, the games I had in mind were a Halo Wars, a Chernobylite, and two others I can't think of at the moment. What? That's not nearly as cool as I anticipated. Oh, the armor's phenomenal. Why is the armor so good?
Of course.
Not sure how that works.
Yes?
There's so many mechanics in this game that I just don't 100% understand. I don't know, let's go kill something. Got some people to talk to? You.
Seems like the rain's brought out a few worms. Don't think I'm an easy mark, Exile. I've spent more than enough time around
Master of the
Exile to
Depths.
know which way the dagger's pointing, and I'll happily give it a shove in your direction if you try anything wormy. I'm conducting a little dig, the sort of enterprise that could make someone with your particular skill set a very handsome living. Don't worry, you'll not be moving much dirt. No. Why smash rocks when you could smash skulls, eh? Hey, mate, what's going on? Came all the way here to see what's what in this famous mine, but there's a bloody big glowing wall blocking it. Can't squeeze through. Welcome.
Okay, so we haven't unlocked this guy yet. Yeah, the Depths is the, like, end game thing where you get, like, the infinite ranges. You've been seeing on this side that some folks have been... Oh, they ride velociraptors. Some folks have been reaching, like, you know, floor 5,000 or something like that.
Whether it is our gods or your god who have brought you to Highgate, the consequence is the same. You believe blindly in the divine, and a blind man is never lost in the darkness. You will kill the beast within the mountain. Lady Diala has told me this. She has much faith in you, Templar. The question is, can we Maraketh share in her faith?
She has a pet tiger.
Sakema Deshret sealed the mines, trapped the nightmare within its black den. The beast should never have been imprisoned. The beast should have been destroyed, yet for all her ferocity, it seemed that Deshret lacked the courage to do so.
Okay.
Now, after 2 centuries guarding this hole in the ground, this Akara lacks the strength. But you are not Deshret, and you are not one of us. You will succeed where we have failed.
Sure, I'll kill a beast.
Deshret's banner will break the seal and open the mines. It was taken from her when she fell to Vol, the brittle emperor. Take the stairs to the southwest. Descend to the dried lake. You shall have no trouble finding the brittle emperor. You'll smell him before you see him. Bring Deshret's banner home, and you will be free to pass into the darkness as you wish. Act
Nice.
with care.
So now that we got all the chatting out of the way, right? Okay, cool. Yeah, it's touch base. How are we liking with the Path of Exile storyline? I know it's if I'm playing it kind of long form, I end up kind of running out of stuff to talk about, which is a bummer. But I very much enjoy the game. It's very, very easy to get lost in. Am I going Dried Lake? Yeah. Deshret's banner. It'd be kind of demoralizing to find a
Sorry,
Dried Lake.
God. We must learn not to abuse your creations.
Oh, hell yeah. Now we reach that damage cap where suddenly things get real difficult. Enemies are a lot stronger. I'm kind of excited for that. Well, what's this? That was easy enough. Sure, we'll go Colossal. I haven't needed a Mana Flask in a while. In games like this, I kind of do finding that sweet spot where just, you know, you end up with infinite resources like mana and such. Like, I've invested so much into it that I haven't actually really had to, you know, drink a potion in a long time. In fact, I might get a little cheeky and replace one of my mana potions with a speed potion. It's probably going to get me killed, but you know what? No risk, no reward. Maybe I should get one that's like, you know, defenses and stuff. Because this guy is pretty tanky. I did face take Dominus pretty easily. Huh. Against Grim Dawn, Last Epic, Diablo, etc. Story is meh for you. Okay, not bad, but not awesome, which is absolutely fine. Yeah, that's a good point. And I do think this game is very mechanics heavy. And I can't speak to the entire story, as I've only gone so far into it and they've added so much. And some story aspects are cooler than others. What I didn't realize is this King's March stuff, right? Is actually a lead up until the Path of Exile 2, which apparently King's March is like a place in that game, and we're building it up. Which, little detail, that's awesome. I love that games do that. Make little segues to their sequels. Or segue updates, I suppose. Dark Ribs. Ah. Get out of here, Nightbane. Or Night Wayne. Speaking of which, I've taken to... We have around here kind of a giant garage sale day. This will actually be relevant, I promise. But we have a garage sale day where just people walk around, you know, everybody in the neighborhood has a garage sale. So there's like no shortage of cool stuff that you can possibly have, right? Do I have Arctic armor? Really? I'm saved. Why? Why? That was so bad. Get this off my belt. Oh god, where is it? Wait, why do I have Arctic armor? Odd. Okay. I suppose I'll look for that later. Clarity and vitality have been gained. But yeah, sorry. So that guy was named Nightwane. And this is where the tangential link of my thoughts goes. But yes, we had garage sale day. We went to this one place, and I found a couple Welcome to Night Vale books. And I was like, oh, cool, I got one of those novels. And there was like 2 for $1. So naturally, I own them now. But I found out it's actually the scripts for the first 2 seasons, which I thought was pretty cool. So I kind of taken to listening to it again. And I actually think it's pretty good as podcasts go. I like how unique it is. Or at least was. I guess maybe it's not as unique now, but it's the progenitor of a different style. I know not why we are doing this. Ah, crap. Holy crap! Did I win? That's another I like it because I think it's kind of cool, but it's something this game does that's not particularly amazing in comparison to other ARPGs, is suddenly you're so warped with enemies that you have no freaking idea what's happening. Like that situation right there, I had no idea whether I was winning, whether I was fighting. I was just in the middle of infinite death. Like, how does a single fire character even think about surviving that? That was pretty cool, though. Okay, I found a lot of really cool stuff. Talk to me. Demon Fend. That would be pretty good if... Got resistances? That's a lot of regen. That is a lot of regen. I'll see if I can get the slots to match up for that. 208. It's half as good as this one, so I don't need it. Talk to me about rings. No. An agate amulet, huh? Woohoo! Huh. Maximum life shields. But yeah, I like the later act story. Like, the beginning is okay, but I really do think it really shines when you start considering the, nice. How the story progresses later on in the game. Resistance, enemy hit, earth attack. Okay, we increase energy shield. I'm gonna claim that that's better. Accurate or no? Come get some. Ochre Clack? What a name. I know I fawn over the names quite frequently, but boy, do some of them just plain goofy. There's something to be said about random name generators and random stuff like that. It's some pretty fun names. Alright, here we go. Okay, I think those knitted horrors actually ate one of Vol's guys. Warlord's Mark, huh? Yeah, I'm finding a lot of gems. Strength gems, to be specific. I wonder if there's a survival horror version of a game like this. Maybe not survival horror, but a something that's a little more survivalism. Because, like, think about it. Like, when it deals with, like, all these little guys, I do not feel threatened whatsoever. Mainly because, like, my guy's designed to beat swarms of them. But when it actually comes to, you know, those huge epic battles, I mean, I tend to tear through them pretty quick. Some folks were telling me, actually, that they found this game particularly complex and difficult. To paraphrase one of my friends, he said, I was almost not smart enough to play this game, which I guffawed him pretty hard. I didn't find it particularly difficult. You just kind of pick an attack and go from there. But I don't know, maybe maybe I have a different view of what a complex game is. Because I've played some games where even I didn't feel smart enough. And that game's not Factorio, it's just... I don't play games like Factorio because that's quite literally way too close to my actual work. So I just don't want to do it right now. Maybe if I started a streaming more long form instead of this, I might consider it, but... I can't, like, do that all day and then go to work and do the same thing. Oh, that's another game I was thinking of trying. That's going to add to the list. Endless Space 2. It's been a hot minute since I played it, and I've wanted to play a 4X game here. I feel like that one would be really cinematic. I think people would enjoy that. If for the long, long bouts of, you know, not fighting. Who knows, maybe I'm just more aggressive now that I'm older, and it'll be better. Get some interaction. There we go. Oh, Endless Space 2? Yeah. That is definitely true. I did play it, and, I mean, the complexity is interesting. I do like the visuals of the battle. Like, I tend not to skip those just because I think they're cool. But, I think it's the 4X complexity of it that is interesting. Like making a space empire. And who knows, maybe it'd be awesome to watch me get my ass kicked. I mean, I could always do another run of a, RimWorld. I feel like I'm getting a little bit of a hold on that one as time goes on. There we go.
I vowed to kill this with my eyes. I lied to me. I lied to myself, blinded by my lust for pure.
You are free now, Vol. Go with God. I am no beast of burden.
Are you serious? It's huge. Why would you make a quest item huge? I feel like that's upsetting. Thank you. There we go. Nice. Do a little teleportal and we'll be good. Yeah. I personally don't mind too much complexity. There's some where it's a, I feel like I've
Yes.
got to devote quite a bit of time into before I can really get anything out of it. But beyond that, of course. Okay, let's just sell stuff, then you'll have my undivided attention. Boom. Yeah, I've also wanted to lean heavier on a more strategic games. Because, I don't know. Sometimes there's games that are just demand way too much of my attention. And I feel like I do a crappy job in talking to folks. Like, I absolutely love the game Talos Principle. But the tremendous downside is I cannot tell you how difficult it is to communicate and
What is it, Exile?
try to solve a puzzle at the same time. What have I done? I betrayed us all. I put things in the wrong thing. Okay, hopefully this next area I will be...
Ooh, look at that.
Damn right.
See that? One moment, big blades. Next moment, gone. Should be able to go in there now. Heard this place reeked of voltaxic sulfide back in the day. I was planning on having a wander down there, only I think I can hear things shuffling around down there. And I'm more of a lover than a fighter. Actually, if you're headed in there, maybe you could do us a favour. See, I run a little mining operation of my own. Mining's dangerous at the best of times, but it's suicidal without a proper source of light. I've got lights, just ain't got no power. Run on voltaxic sulfide, they do. Nasty rocks. Stink like a dozen eggs rotting in the summer sun on the back of a whale carcass. And they're less stable than the high temper on a bad day. Bloody toxic, too. Keep your nostrils peeled for some voltaxic sulfite while you're down there. Or anywhere, really.
I will go to the end of the earth.
One moment.
Hell yeah. Voltaxic sulfite. Let's get the quest
The
going.
gate is open, and the darkness calls. Good hunting, Curse
What's going on
Breaker.
there? Summon Chaos Golem. Sigil of Power. Summon Ice Golem. That might be fun. Stone Golem. Lightning Golem. Okay, now we're talking. Hydrosphere. What? I mean, I'm leaning on Lightning Golem. That just sounds fun. Sure.
Oh,
The rapture is our hope, our desperation. It will set the nightmare to boil. Cook that nice big fishy in its own whining brine. Listen with all of your ears, not a cockroach. The rapture was Malachi's most wondrous creation. The only fire hot enough to burn the beast from existence. And its fuel? A gemling queen. Blood and flesh and gem. Yet my selfish self did not want to burn away, and so the fire was but a tiny spark. The spark of a cataclysm.
So she ended the world?
I am sorry, my love, my Malachi. Go to it, not a cockroach. Find the rapture. Make me sorry no more.
There we go.
Don't
The
die,
rapture
please.
device.
This is neither the time nor the place.
The gate is open. And now I hear her voice as clearly as if she was sitting right here with me. Words of a dead woman, reverberating up from the depths of Highgate. A spirit chained, yet not enslaved, tortured, yet unbroken. That dead woman is Deshret, and our red Sakema longs to return to the dust of her Visteri. Free her, and I shall reward you as my gifts allow.
Okay.
You've done yourself proud today, Exile.
Let's level up real quick. I fully leveled here. I moved towards the mana. Where was I going to after that? Shit. I mean, armor and energy shield sounds right, but what happens if I do this way? Yeah, elemental resist sounds right. I'm gonna be going this way. Then I'll go down. Maybe I get a little more dex. A little bit of this. And then we got the elemental powers. Yeah, that sounds about right. Can't neglect our defenses. That's my needless motto here. Let's take a look at King's March. Let's see what we're up against.
Fair weather.
Hail.
Okay, I've actually
I'll add it to our balance.
here's what I'm gonna do. Remove.
Done.
Remove. There, see? Now, I shouldn't be hemorrhaging as much funds as I do. Still got people making stuff, bars and such. Oh yeah, they're actually still making all this stuff. Nice. Need to find that bismuth. Wait, real quick, do I have people working on it? Yes. We proceed. Given this, I'm kind of excited to get down to the depths here. We're getting to the real cool meat and potatoes of this game. The mine's level 1. Just zap, zap, zapping away. I dare say you might be,
Trembles with the fear of judgment.
Sure. The fear of judgment, you say? What's happening here?
Good
Okay.
find, Exile.
You good?
Ah, this is the stuff. Good nose, Exile. You find more and I'll come right over. Don't touch it though. Stuff will send you mad without the right precautions.
I like this guy's
You think
candle
I
on his
wanna be
hat.
Dressed like this? Tell you what, how about we take a look around my mine? Talk to me when you're ready to go.
Huh. We'll visit that when we're good to go. We got a
See
mission
you
to
later.
have. Actually, should we speed to it? Yeah. I do like these enemy design for these little calcified miners. And some of the walls kind of come after you. Also like the slate sheets. I don't know how they cut them inside the mine. That's kind of insane to me. But that's just more geology nerd stuff. It's like you need proper machines to cut slate. Or sheets.
Welcome.
Yes. We'll be back. We'll be back. Hello, friend.
Looks like shite, eh? Well, don't judge a mine by its entrance. Eternals used to pull all sorts of goodies out of these rocks, and they never had my secret weapon. Just inside the mine shaft is my creaky little crawler. Took one of the old Eternal torture devices and repurposed it. Well, it can still tear your skin off like peeling a fruit, but hopefully it won't try to. Instead, it can lay down a daisy chain of lights powered by that voltaxic sulfite. You'll want to be on the lookout for more of that, mind you. This big beauty next to me, my pride and joy, feeds Crawler with refined and purified sulfite. and it's capable of taking all sorts of the raw materials strewn below ground and turning them into sources of light and explosives. How about you head underground and follow the mechanical little bugger to an azurite vein, eh?
Sure.
Looks like shot.
Yeah. Azurite, huh? Isn't that
See
a
you later.
resource in a different game? Or I've heard of Azurite before.
This is Crawler, capable of scouting out a few of the valuables hidden down here.
Okay.
Needs your muscle to get to them.
Seems to be there's
Tell
Azurite
it
everywhere.
where you want to go, and try to stay alive till you get there. Crawler will burn through sulfite on the way, and we ain't made of sulfite, so choose carefully. How about you follow it to a nearby azurite vein, eh? Make sure you stick near Crawler's light. Believe me, you don't want to get dragged into the darkness.
Okay, well. What? I'm here? This is the mine shaft? Well, that's cool. Let's go here. Oh, these guys are, not waiting for me. I guess we'll just keep puttering away. It's not about the loot. Certainly a lot of dudes. Thank goodness for my frost blink. This looks insane. Holy crap. Is that the vein? No? Okay. To begin the encounter. Encounter hasn't started yet? Whoa, we got spiders. Now this does remind me of the chorus. You got like a bunch of pools with extra dimensional spiders floating around everywhere. Doesn't quite have much in the way of meat flowers, but you know. Did I win? Okay. I mean, that was awesome, but I feel like we can actually pursue the main game. We will explore further, however. Ah, they're sending a lot of bosses after me. What was this? Boom. Okay, there's a lot of loot sitting here. I do not believe. Now we're going back to the entrance. Okay, how do I leave? I've used this. Okay. Portal's disabled. Oh, okay, there we go. I did it.
Beauty. Look at it sparkle. Glows like blue embers in the dark. My machine here can turn these rocks into something a little more useful. You might need some extra light down there, so how about you put a few flares together? Mine's also full of dead ends and things that ought to be dead themselves, so get a blasting stick while you're at it. Should have enough for both on you.
Yeah, that's neat. So yeah, we can go over here and I guess blow open a hole. And get some armor. The ringing cavern. Abandoned amplifier. Like, why wouldn't I explore the upper levels? Step 6. Okay, and then we can kind of go forever. No, don't do it. Okay. Main story, here we go. Yeah, I like the porous stone that these guys happen to be.
This'll do nicely, Exile.
This guy can just conjure a mine shaft, no big deal. Now that's a transportation method I can appreciate. He's so into mining that he creates instant digging teleportation. Yeah, easy enough. More of this.
Good find, Exile.
Shred him. Whew. All right, so he's pocked. He's got holes in him. I mean, that's absolutely horrifying. The whole body horror aspect of a being, you know, calcified, and I guess existing as a living statue, doesn't sound pleasant. Actually, frankly, sounds hellish. Socket colors, huh? There we go. Holy chainmail, huh? That might actually have a decent armor attachment. I mean, yes, my armor still seems to be in the 500 or in the 400 range, and I'm only really finding things in the 200 range, but I can probably luck out. Maybe. You never know unless you pick something up. I did not luck out, as it would seem. How would you respond if just like some guy is like, hey, we're gonna be friends, let's work together. Let me show you my mine. A giant hole I've been digging. That seems like one of those situations that's so unique, I don't think I'd ever be able to deny it. It's like, yes, please show me your infinite hole in the ground. I feel like I'd have a bonding moment with this person more than a I would otherwise. There we go.
Corruption eats away at the roots of this mountain.
Corruption eats at the roots. I wonder where the idea that mountains have roots comes from. I think it's a cool idea. I mean, they talk about that in a ancient Viking myth. That's more attached to the world tree having roots, so hardly a mountain. Don't mind if I do. Boom. Speed run. Come on, Bone Ma, don't do this to me. Lightning is so powerful. I seem to remember enemies coming out of the walls in this level. I thought it was a really cool effect, but I may have made that up in my head. Now, a game like this, I don't know why they add so much animation to the enemies. Kind of like it's, I was looking at these Shriekers, and they seem to have human faces that, like, open their mouths to attack. But, like, judging by the perspective that we're looking at, I feel a lot of those details are missed.
I must have time to gather my will. Purity will prevail.
Purity, huh? I don't know if my Templar here understands the meaning of purity. Like, pure what? They can't be doing pure good. Is it purity of the Lord? Are our actions pure based on this interpretation of the religion? Are we facing the equivalent of Azathoth, where reality is but a dream? I mean, they're mentioning the nightmare, which warps reality. Okay, we're increasing our resistances, which admittedly is kind of huge. Yeah, but there's an exclamation point over here. We must see what it is. I know what you mean, Mad Hat. I guess my guy is kind of slow. It certainly looks like a whole lot of eternal suffering.
No soul should suffer as you have, Deshret.
Huh. That's kind of a very bold claim. Liar, liar meme. And the truth shall set you free! I still got my favorite line of that movie. It's like, what are you doing? I'm kicking my own ass. Do you mind? Tickles me every time I see it.
I must have time to gather my will.
Which, if you think about that movie, Liar Liar, the fact that the entire concept of this character is that he never tells the truth. To the point where he can always tell the truth, and he's got to be successful somehow. But, like, his entire life revolves around lying. I feel that part's more absurd than the actual, you know, happenstance of him having to tell the truth.
This land is teetering on the brink of cataclysm.
I feel like this might only be happening to my guy. Maybe this is a very personal journey on his end. I don't like how that freezes me. I don't know why I picked up that fawn's horn. There. Man, I don't remember the lead up to the final boss very well. Well, final in this act. I feel like this is the place where I have the least memory of. I think it's because usually my characters are so strong that it doesn't offer me that much in the way of problems. And thus doesn't resound in my mind as something that I find incredibly difficult. That might not be the case. Modesty be damned, I am a genius! I didn't even realize I'm being immodest, to be perfectly honest. It's like, I don't know. It's just so easy at this point, I don't even remember it. Easy game. No challenge. What is this? I mean, come on, I'm not even playing on the hardest difficulty. The hardest difficulty being a, I think Ruthless, where they just absolutely nerf your ability to gain resources. Like, the drop rates are quartered, at least.
Good find, Exile.
I have burned the Burning Man. You keep it up, Nico. $146? What are we looking at on my Barbute? Not quite. Not quite. Darkness still prevails. Who knows? I mean, if I actually beat the Talos Principle in any appreciable amount, you have no idea how big my head will get. Like, if you thought I was immodest now, if I actually, like, straight up beat a puzzle game, it's over.
Good find, Exile.
So what I'm saying is add your sabotages in now. There's all kinds of mining in here. Cue the BC Boys. That is a surprisingly good song. It's been a minute since I've heard it. That's, you know, you can't stand it. You know you planned it. Who speaketh thee? Oh. Nice. There's always a handful of those like crazy earworm songs where it's just like you got that itch in the back of your ear, like you got bitten by a flea, and you have to hear it. You can't rest until you do. You're humming the one line you know. Ooh. We've unlocked another hideout. Look at this. Solo dive into 5900. That is a lot of floors. I don't think there's enough hours in the day to get that deep, but we'll try. It's kind of a small entrance. I like the crystals, though. Background right now. Meshing pretty well. Well, that's good. Now, there's an idea. You get a... Back when my sister and I were younger, and it's a little bit goofy, but we'd actually, like, just goof around, have a good time. Watching... We didn't have cable, right? But we'd be staying at our grandparents' house who do. And we'd be watching Cartoon Network, like Scooby-Doo or something, right? And then we turn off the sound of Scooby-Doo and then turn on the radio and see how well the lip syncing works. Which now that I say it out loud, I guess it sounds kind of dumb, but I thought it was great. Because sometimes, like, the songs mash up really well.
The Rapture device has absorbed its fill of harvested life from fury and desire. It is ready.
Fury and desire.
I know now that I was born to be the end and the beginning of the Empire. The Beast has made this clear to me. As clear and undeniable as the sacrifice I must now make. My Lady Diala, my love, my life's greatest achievement. She must leave me now, for she cannot follow, and she will perish if she remains. And so I will ask of her more than she would ever give. I will betray her. I will break her heart, so that I do not break her soul.
I feel like there's plenty of people who've made that rationalization. Listen to y'all, it's a sabotage. Hi.
You know, not a cockroach. Had I accepted my place, my rapturous role, the beast would be no more, no less, no anything at all. My selfishness tickled the beast's fancy and it laughed the world I knew away. Yet I have had much time to think on my lonesome, much time to wonder. Wonder if the Rapture really needs to eat a gemling queen. Maybe something else will get its catastrophic juices slavering. Something like eyeball soup, the eye of fury, the eye of desire. Pretty gems for our pretty designs. But where could they be? Don't fret now. I have my suspicions. Calm, the sovereign of slaughter.
Yeah.
He remains and suffers his delusions right here in the halls of nightmare. Fury is all he knows, so fury Calm will have. Duresso, king of swords, damned by desire. Oh, aren't we all? He's down here too, and Desire's curse remains his to bear. Go on, not a cockroach. Bring me the crown jewels so that we might wake the Rapture and finally put an end to this pestering beast.
We're rapturing.
Bye-bye.
Let's do this. How's my inventory looking? I can take some more.
The air here burns with wrath.
I wonder if that's something that's just like, you know, the longer you're there, the more pissed off you get. Like, the air's hot for sure, but you just get more and more angry. Wrathful, if you will. You're just ready to fight somebody. Oh, wait, there's a
dreamed of my ancestors' halls.
There we go.
They were empty. I dreamed of the north, of an offering left to us by Tukohama. An offering that will save the Karui. I needed only to take it. I gathered my finest 500. I brought them here. I claimed what Tukohama had promised me.
Tukohama. La Cucaracha. Oh, speaking of which, outside, on my way to work, I was quite horrified. I straight up saw a cockroach bigger than I've ever seen in my life. Like 2 inches long. Easily, and that's just the body. And I'm not even being hyperbolic. It was stuck on its back. It was wiggling around. I was just like, oh my god. I mean, I walked past it, of course. Didn't even bother crushing it, but still. I didn't even know they got that big here in Washington. And I don't know, it might be a little TMI into my personality. Bugs kind of squig me out a little bit. I mean, they're generally fine. They don't bother me as much as, you know, some other things do, like frogs, but they do make my skin crawl after a while.
Be hunted, Exile. This one is captured. I now will take it.
Couldn't help but notice that you're spell resistant, friend. Why are you not dying faster? You can do this all day. You might have to. There we go.
Great job, Exile. I now will take the captured beast to the menagerie.
The menagerie. Go get him, Einar.
Do not worry, little beast. We are friends now.
Yeah, having Einar follow me around with an extra crossbow is kind of awesome. That dead end was less so. Just lava melting around. Jesus. It's not yours, it's sabotage. Alabaster Eyes? I like the name of this guy. Wait, where'd he go?
We crushed the servants of Kitava beneath our heels as we marched across the land. I allowed not one of my 500 to fall. The blood of the ancestors surged in our veins, and each and every one of my warriors earned Tukohama's mark upon their skin. We descended into
that a good thing?
Class, and there he came to me, Tukohama. He asked of me a sacrifice. I gave it willingly. My axe fell 500 times, the jade drinking its fill of Karui blood. Tukohama.
So basically he just murdered his entire army, it would seem. Impressive that he was able to do so. Wait, what is a sacred life flask? Huh. Sure. We got Underground Rage 4. Everything is so angry. I was wondering about that, because that's a big part of the Warhammer 40k thing. As you know, with the Coronate guys, and the guys who just revel in the power of being pissed off all the time. I mean, yes, revel in the power of bloodshed, for sure, but rage is a big part of it. Mindless, slavering rage.
Do not worry, little beast. We are friends now. That was a great hunt, Exile. I now will write a mighty poem about it.
I think Einar is such a ridiculous character. He's loud, he's boisterous, he loves those animals. And then he will kill them. Well, easy enough to succeed. We'll get to Kelm and we'll rock him dead. Easy enough. A couple levels, too. Oh boy. I don't even know what else I can explore over here. Like, since we're in some kind of, like, personal hell, or heaven, I don't know. Nightmare. We're in somebody's personal nightmare. But kind of surprised that, you know... Well, one, Einhir was there. Yeah, I wonder if the Ichor lady's gonna pop up in one of these. Like, hey, I made a machine to get this giant mushroom. Oh, well, a little bit of gold's helpful. I think it's a whale skeleton. Don't know why that's here. Stronghold, huh? Ah, yes, they've mutated. Charming. So you can craft socket links? That's awesome. Well, I try that on a higher level item.
The Eternals opened the gate and invited Kitava into this land. The Karui paid the price. Kitava cut us off from the ancestors, raised the remembered as his children, tortured our dreams. Kitava murdered the Karui way. I will found a new way, for I have been chosen.
By
I gather
whom?
my forces so that I might wage war on Kitava. I am the son of Tukohama, and I will lead the Karui back to glory.
Yeesh. Alright, we won. Alright. So Kitava. Didn't he make sacrifices to Kitava? Or is that with Tukohama? I feel like I missed that detail. And these guys do occasionally do a decent amount of damage to me, so I gotta kind of be careful. If I'm just kind of standing in that, you know, wave of damage. We'll find progress somewhere. Oh, got me another Chaos Orb. You know, talking to Lo that last time, I was kind of surprised with how the Chaos Orbs have turned into the normal form of currency. Ugh. How people are just trading those in comparison to items. But I don't even think they're the most useful of orbs, right? Like, does their value drop when somebody has hundreds of them and never uses them? Mega Hamas. Hey, what's up? What's going on, Lo? How you doing? Getting some PoE in? Or mid a Act 4 at the moment. Dealing with Kaum's Rage. Getting our lightning on. Nothing really stands chance. Murder Flutter. You know what I didn't do? I gotta turn on my fan. Ugh. Slow roasting myself at the moment. I'm getting all squirmy. I may take a break in a little bit. Next town visit, just to change into shorts. Right now I'm wearing my work clothes, which are not the coolest. I don't know that I need volley support. Jesus, volley support. Boom. Sorry, did that say body swap? What the hell is that gonna do? Well, it turns out this was not the way to go. Okay. These maps are getting increasingly expansive. I think it's kind of cool. Once I reach level 55, I'm going to take another gander at the Trial of Ascension. Might get some crazy loot there.
The moment your skin touched the corrupted soil of Rayclast, you were infected. Kitava has soaked this land in his filth. I will crush the corruption from your bones, drain your black blood upon this sacred ground. Brothers and sisters, I honor you with the warrior's death. Your spirits will fight by my side when we march against Kitava.
Of course.
You will be given in service to Tukohama. You will be remembered with glory.
Yeah, but I don't know who Tukohama is. See. Destroys your body and recreates it at the location of targeted enemy's corpse. That sounds amazing. If I wasn't actively devouring every corpse I see, I'd be all over that. Alright, let's go kill Calm.
Another head before my belt.
Oh, we're already in phase 2? Get wrecked.
Your way led to damnation, Calm. Find another.
Your way led to damnation. I mean, I guess you would see it as damnation. You didn't have that like eternal combat thing going on. Okay, we can teleport here. Come on now. That's his eye, huh? Fear becomes hatred, hatred becomes fury. This is a man transformed from martyr to maker. Malachi. Oops, that's not what I want. Well, I guess we're here now.
I felt it, saw it. The storm of her release.
What are you up to, Lo?
Our red Sakema is free to mingle once more with the red earth of our birthplace. Deshret was the howling wind, the lash and bite of the driving dust. Our wild Visteria is weakened by her absence no longer. You've done yourself proud today, Exile. Righted a wrong that we Mordeketh have borne for far too long. And of course, as promised, you shall be rewarded.
Nice. These books of skill are a big deal.
I felt it, saw it. The storm of her release. Our red Sakema. Tortured yet unbroken.
Tortured yet unbroken. Is that me? Is that him? Only had 1 point. What? Unless it's a devotion point? No. Surely not.
Deshret has ascended and returned, as we all must, to the dust of Vastiri. The Red Sikema's dishonor has passed, and for that, outsider, I will always be grateful. Yet honor lies not in whether an act is committed. Honor lies in how an act is committed. What does it say of the Maraketh when we are forbidden to attend to our own? What does it say of Oyan and her belief in her own blood, our own honor?
It sounds like it's between you and your boss lady. Oh, I guess I really didn't sell a lot of that stuff. Okay. Let's get to the stash. We'll put this big guy in there. Sell these two. Put everything else in here. Well, it's due time for me to put some more stuff in the guild coffers. I'm only playing this game now because I'm totally going to start stealing from it the moment opportunity I get comes in. You gonna put me in a coffer?
What do you want?
Well, look at you, Taffer. I'm gonna put you in the coffer before you even know it. Okay, it's my lack of intelligence which is hindering me on these guys. Will not be the first time, will not be the last. Yiggy baggy boo to boo gow. I'm excited to continue this.
Pried the fury from Calm's dead hand, did you?
What? Lack of int? Who would have thought?
Or is undeath really just death with
I mean,
benefits?
eventually I will...
In which case,
Death with
you
benefits.
didn't kill Calm because he was already dead. It's all a bit of a grey area, really. And completely beside the point.
But yeah, the one of these days I am going to commit myself to a fully intelligence-based character.
Yet we're still one
It's just not
short.
today.
Go, not a cockroach, and relieve Dureso of his desire.
Yeah, take his desire from him.
Not a cockroach.
Alright, so we're going to do a quick burp. I'm going to change out of these heavy jeans. And then we're going to go that way. Just give me a moment. So what if I told you I could make a slow, tanky character that has no intelligence whatsoever? Would you believe me? Or do I just have to have no armor whatsoever?
The Sword of the King. It was here in the pits of Theopolis that I made my name, killing rabid dogs and wild boars before I could even be considered a man. In this, so glorious of arenas, I care nothing for your past, only your future. And for that, you will have to fight.
Okay, does he have a desire for combat or desire for his one true love that he abandoned for the arena? As remember, Duresso was only mentioned once, really. But it was the Siren Lady in the kind of close to the end of Act 1. Actually, no, it was the end of Act 1. She was scorned by Duresso. Otherwise, he wasn't really mentioned. Calm had an entire storyline. We good? Okay. I mean, it's hardly a fight if I just stand there and zap everyone to death. Maybe a whirligig character. Are you not entertained? Zap 'em! Cruel jowls. There we go. Is this the best you can muster? This Blood Arena is kind of a brutal place. There's nothing but mud, blood. Actually, I think the mud is made out of blood. Well, progress made. Getting some of that resistance penetration's really helping out, because my flame totem just melts enemies. I use it for when I need to like dig my heels in and just shoot somebody a lot. Alright, where are we going from here? Like so. And thus, victory is had. Bone armor, huh? I guess you end up looking pretty cool as a mana-based character. Or energy shield-based character. Yeah, I'm starting to think that my Golem guy's slowing things down a little bit just because he's trying to fight people on his own. And he's hiding them away from my laser beam. Interesting dilemma. I'm sorry, why is the door not open? Oh, okay.
People of the gutters, steel your bellies, for the slaughter is at hand.
Well, this certainly was a slaughter. I'm just afraid it wasn't a slaughter of me.
An adequate performance, challenger.
Adequate, my ass.
Yet Barcool and his stinking flock were simply an audition. Let us see how you fare in the grand arena of Theopolis.
Let's do it.
Welcome to the grand arena of Theopolis. It is here that I first laid eyes upon my true purpose. My Lady Merveille.
Oh.
It is our inspiration that defines us. What do you fight for, gladiator? Hundreds of warriors tried to lay claim to the same title as I, but I defeated them all. Victory goes not to the able, but to the ambitious.
That's true. Victory to the ambitious. Now that's a war cry I can get behind. Not even close. Okay. It's gonna be a while before I find a really good armor set. Statues, huh? That's what we're fighting? Get him! I think we did it. What's a second? Is that a scepter? Well, let's do our glory thing. They have literal centaurs. We got ice elementals. Come on, is this the best you have? They said, give me an arena. Grant me. Did I get them all? Well, okay. You know, I actually think magic being cast in the arena would be pretty freaking cool. Wait, hold up. Is that Merveille? Oh. Like, that would make for a pretty flashy gladiator.
At age 13, carving knife in hand, I killed beasts for the amusement of the filthy. At 15, I thought me worthy to fight a fellow man. A butcher he was, twice as big and twice as stupid as I. I butchered, and many like earned my way, kill by kill, out of the awful pit and into the grand arena.
The awful pit.
I thought I would find wealth and glory in the arena. I found
Dane Sentry. Is that all you got? I'll rid you of all your creatures. What is happening? Okay. Yeah, okay. Kind of decided that maybe I should not stand directly in the middle of it. I got animals flying out of here. Jeez, that was cool. Health was dropping pretty brutally, though. Come on, dogs, really? It is Mervale up there. Huh. You know, pre-siren Mervale.
I knelt in the sun of the Grand Parade, awaiting the killing blow. I raised my eyes to look at my death. I turned my opponent's strike and killed the man with his own dagger. Fighting had always been about survival. Primal instinct to kill.
That's the desire he speaks of. He's talking about like he was about to die. Then he had Mervils look at him. And then they decided to kill him instead. Field Lemar, okay. Certainly a lot of lion statues everywhere. Some of their endless blue flowers. Come on now. That was certainly easy. Oh. To the next arena. There we go. Why is everything quiet? There we go. Ooh, ready to lock in. Send in the dogs. There you go. Are you not entertained?
A battle worthy of song. The way you fight reminds me of how it feels to be possessed with the idea of victory. Is your passion enough to claim a crown? We shall see.
Hell yeah.
The previous King of Swords was a giant of man, both faster and stronger than I. Yet I needed only look up at my enemy to know that I had no choice. I did not die this day. I made him shiver under every attack, striking with all of my might so that my arms felt they might snap with every impact. All the while, I studied his face, watching for that moment when he began to doubt. It took an hour, but finally it was there. Burning with pain, empty with exhaustion, I stepped inside his faltering swing and I slit the giant's throat. I did not take my victory bow. I knelt in the sun, looked to Merveille, and cried out for my lady's hand in marriage. From that day forth, I wore the crown of swords upon my head and the ring of eternal love upon my finger.
That's something.
A king of swords is nothing if he cannot defend his crown.
Kind of like how that character design on this guy. Whoa. Come now. Is this all you got? Boom.
We give our fallen heroes more glory than they ever earned in life.
Huh. That's a point of view if I ever heard one. We give our fallen heroes more glory than they ever earned in life. It's a cruel joke that a man was born with more intent than life. Okay. More intent than life. What does that mean?
Yes.
Quick pit stop. All right. Let's do a quick pit stop here. When we finish Act 4, I think we're going to take a quick dive into the mines, do a few rounds of that. We're certainly not going to get to, like, mine 10,000, but it's a start.
That will do nicely.
About to have chaos. Also, let's talk shipments.
Things have gone a bit pale.
Oh! Any uniques? Yes. The Wild Slash. There are two things to know about fighting: when you swing like crazy and when to run. You know, scepters. No, I do not wish to... I would like to cancel that, please. We're not going to Naganaku. I don't have any there. Perfect. Done. Set sail.
I'll give him the word.
Oh, hello there.
Let's take a look. Apparently I do not have enough intelligence for this. Madness. That's 22%. Cold damage over time multiplier. Lightning damage, cold damage. Cold damage, increased intelligence. I'm going to take the one I'm too stupid for. Let's be honest. Damnation, how do I get more of these? I need to start getting blues. I need some more of those, whatchamahooies? Color stones. Damn, because that's brutal. Wait a sec, if you're too stupid, then how would you know to use the stupid one? It's a feeling. I'm not using intellect. I'm using hearsay and assumption. I'm following my gut. See if I can level up my shipyard.
More births, more men.
Okay, I'm broke yet again. Bismuth, huh? Okay, not too broke. Okay, so this is going to take two things. So we're... No, not the guild hideout. Although, maybe this is helpful. The transmutation thing. Let's get my scepter. Hold up. Don't want the expedition. I don't want the relic locker. Wait, where's the stashes? Here we are. Doing an experiment. Putting you here. Let's talk colors. Three blue sockets. Are you kidding me? I need 120 of those? That's insane. Where does one get chromatic stones? Or chromatic orbs? Jesus Christ. It'd be cheaper just to, Do you have any? Not nearly enough. Actually, Lo, if you're still here, what's the rule on taking some of these? Can I take a stack of 20?
Greetings.
Actually, the music in this area is legit. If you use the item filter... Oh, okay. Yeah. Can I take some chromatic orbs from the, guild thing? I just want to use a couple. I'm gonna borrow these. Unless he starts screaming no. Okay. I'll donate, I swear. There we go. I'll pay y'all back. You'll see. You'll see. Man, music is legit. So this one might be better. So cold damage, yeah. Crank this bad boy up. And a crystal scepter. This will be 30%, 17 intelligence. This might not actually be better than my current one. I know! But when you really think about it, is there anything more epic than managing inventory? Let's be honest. Did it work? I don't replace anything. I need a suffix. I don't want to replace nothing. Huh. Taking it. How you doing, DGen? Good to see ya. Doing a little PoE today. I never actually asked. Do you play this game at all? Oh, you know what? We should probably sell some of our things. I get you. I do find the game quite fun, but you can see that. MTX? What do you mean by MTX? It's just enlighten my lizard brain. Oh, gotcha. Yeah. I have found that the microtransactions aren't necessary for beating the game, but I can see as they're kind of irritating. On the side, they tend to advertise their sales.
Fury and desire together again. Lovely and
It's not like
lovely.
Warframe where you actually got to use microtransactions.
So shiny, replete with the vim of murdered souls. My Malachi did the crafting. Beautiful work.
Yes.
General Adis did the murdering. Equally beautiful work, in its own juicy way.
Yeah, I gotcha.
Num-nums time, my little rapture.
Num-nums.
Have you ever been to the end of the world before, my king? Asked the blackest monkey.
Why is he talking about monkeys?
No, I have not, realized the Monkey King. There is my reason to go where you go, be where you be, my king.
That, I did mention that earlier on.
A voice as warm and
How there's like something to be said, like you're so swarmed, like you have no idea what is going on.
Not a cockroach?
My character's no different.
The people's poet of song. He was my friend, and I betrayed him. Took his love and burned it before his eyes. Now I am betrayed. My heart burned black by the one man I loved. Malachi. He's found a new heart, you see. A beast's heart to cuddle up to keep him warm and safe at the end of the world. Today, I remind Malachi of his betrayal. Today, it is his turn to burn.
Sure. Turn this into a lover squabble. Yeah. Crazy laser. Yeah, when is that supposed to come out? I've been playing it on my own time, but it's really tantalizing.
He loved them all. Not me. He betrayed me then. Said he loved me. Then said he wanted me to die. He betrays me now. Lets me suffer. Lets me wither. Am I the one and only mistake that you ever made, Malachi?
Yeah, I hear ya.
Yes.
It's gonna be lit when it comes out. Sometime this year? Okay. Maybe around the Christmas rush.
Malachi's misdemeanor.
If that's the case and it falls on my like week
His mistake.
that I have off, then
Not a cockroach.
it's gonna be a good time.
Tear open the beast's black heart. Rip Malachi from his filthy little nightmare. Cut him.
Then we can continue our
crush him,
hardcore mode runs.
burn him from existence. He deserves no better. And I deserve no worse. No love for me. No love. No love.
Sure, you'll be able to pull yourself away from your new friend PoE. Like I said, we have an arrangement with Grim Dawn. This is open. We're free. Get in the 21st century, Mad Hat.
This is not creation. This is perversion.
On the basis of what? I'm afraid organic creation is a thing. Look at that. They got little wormies where I walk. Get your zap on. That increase of spell damage is huge. I like how no matter where I go, there's just eyes watching me. I wonder if these eyes are actually connected to any, like, brain that would process where I am at any given time. I mean, I guess that's not a requirement. What is happening? Okay. That sounded a lot more vigorous than it was actually. The Bone Queen? That sounds cool. Superior Exsanguinate. I don't know I can get superior gems. Hell yeah. On Gloomtongue. Get rocked. Woo. I remember when this was the final area back in the day. Like, you just got to this point and then you beat the game. Then they added 4 more acts. That's one thing that you can't say this game doesn't have is... where's the content? Whether it's good content or not, I think that's up to you and your playstyle, but... I think in terms of just mindless destruction, it's quite good. I kind of wonder if the generation of ARPG is kind of falling. Now that a Diablo 4 was kind of a flop. Not saying it was undeserved, but I do think other companies look at the success of that game and kind of get gun-shy about creating their own. I'd be curious to see more indie games trying to do this format. See what they come up with. I mean, I've seen a couple. Some of them are okay. Interesting. If not unique. Oh, you know what? This is brains in jars here. EZ. Filth Frenzy. The randomized names are amazing. What is happening? Okay. There we go. Well, there we go. I actually am pleased with the quantity of just gold being spit out. Just because that fuels this pre-game thing. There we go. Dive on in. The Bowels of the Beast. Let's level up first. Oh, shit.
You see, heretic, my god takes good care of me.
Does he? Piety. Whoa! Okay, that surprised me. That surprised me. Whoa! So note to self, avoid the giant laser. I think that laser looks kind of cool. And honestly, I did survive longer in that laser than I anticipated.
I may have misjudged that god of yours.
Sure.
Twice now you've baptized me in my own blood, Templar. So believe me when I tell you that I've had all the divine revelations that I can stand. When we shared our moment back in the Lunaris, part of me wishes I died at your feet as intended. The little girl within me that shies from darkness and from greatness. It was...
Oops.
Twice
Nightmare.
now you've
There we go.
baptized me in my own blood, Templar. So believe me when I tell you that I've had all the divine revelations that I can stand.
There we go.
When we shared our moment back in the Lunaris, part of me wishes I died at your
It
feet.
shies
as
from the
intended.
darkness, from greatness.
The little girl within me that
Oh.
shies from darkness and from greatness. Malachi
Okay.
chose his 3 most loyal servants to guard those precious innards. His godless 3. Inquisitor Malagaro, Chevron of Umbra, and Doedri Darktongue. If the history books are accurate, High Templar Vol burned Malagaro and Doedri at the stake on his way to lay siege to Sarn.
Oh.
He didn't have to worry himself with Chevron. Brutus had already sorted her out. Yet slaves of Nightmare seem to be shackled just as tightly to life as they are to the beast. I, of course, am living proof of that.
Okay.
Don't worry yourself with that little detail, though. Shackles are made to be unlocked.
Sure. I'm just gonna have to kill you again and again and again. I can do this all day. Wasn't this superior exsanguinate? Huh. Okay, I do not have any points. Where were we? The harvest. We're getting there.
Piety,
The
my
final
god.
stretch.
I am sure you will reveal your purpose in time.
That's your revelation there? It's like you... This guy's like every Protestant, 13th century Protestant you've ever heard. The Lord works in mysterious ways. Alright. We'll see if we can kill things fast enough that my fireworks display just makes sense. Or maybe not. Goodness. Boom. Victory had. Isn't that kind of the secret in games like this? The rule of 3? 3 keys to open the gate. 3 bosses to beat to get to the final boss. 3 artifacts to obtain to kind of like, unlock the door. Hi.
Before we walk this path together, it's important that you understand one thing about me. I don't regret a single thing that I've done. I set out to raise humanity up from the cloying mud of its fleshly ignorance. My mistake was not in the aspiration, but in the execution. Now I intend to correct that mistake. Really, I'm not helping you, Exile. You're helping me. So, have you found those juicy organs for me yet?
Sure, I'll help you. Whatever you feel like that revenge needs to... what form that revenge needs to take form. Who would have thought that the innards of this beast would be so pokey? But with all the little impaling spikes and all the creatures on them. Don't games like this always seem to devolve like this? Like Grim Dawn with the Taken arc. Or the Ethereal arc. You got those giant flesh pits with the stuff like that. It'd always be the innard of some crazy beast. Malagaro's Arena. Very well.
A body to kill for.
Sure. Could you get back here, please? I wish for your demise.
I could have made you into a wonder.
Your God-given talents were wasted, Malagaro.
My heart forces blood through my veins, but one who may bleed may die, and death is no fitting end to a genius. Death is no fitting end to a genius. I wonder if how many actual geniuses have, met that fate.
On this day, the eve of this rapture's completion, I honor those who have passed, and whose passion and knowledge have brought us to the brink of salvation. Inquisitor Maligaro, a creative force without equal. Sharon of Umbra, aesthete of transcendent sensibility. Dwayne Doctor, an idol of fervor and dedication. You taught me far more than I ever taught you, my students. My friends, we strove to make a greater world together, and in your memory, I shall Malachi.
That's somebody who dedicates himself to praising those he betrays. just with like, hey, you are my friends. I learned from you. But your corpses are what are going to fuel me when I change the world.
You work fast. You know it is no mere freak of nightmare that fashioned that monstrous version of myself, the one you so kindly dispatched. The Godless Three took great pains in getting me looking just so. They were none too gentle about it either. So no need to play softly with the remaining two. Treat kindness with kindness.
On it.
Malachi knew exactly what he was doing when he created the Rapture. His primary concern, get inside the beast and take up the reins of true power. And his second objective, incite a cataclysm that would wipe the very thought of resistance from this land. The beast is the source of all thaumaturgy, the one power in this world that transforms what is real into what is imagined.
Interesting.
The entire world is now at the mercy of one man's vision. It won't be the future I imagined, and it won't be the future you imagined either. While he remains within the Black Core, the only imagination that matters is Malachi's.
Wait, so this is Malachi's imagination? Like he sees a land of meaty continuation? The cessation of death? I wonder what happens if an unimaginative person gains access to this. Like, would they be really good at thaumaturgy, or would their thaumaturgy be incredibly basic and limited? Alright, Dweedry. Let's do this. Hi. Well, that was easy. She just lives in a bowl.
Death, Deirdre, for your flesh was your undoing.
My lungs breathe the same air as the foolish and the weak. May I be yet another step removed from them. This is getting me a, shoot, what's his name? Elden Ring. Mikola vibes. As he kind of sheds his mortal coil in order to, gain ascension. I mean, I guess that's not a unique tale. Come on, Dread Whipper. Maybe the boots. Alright, just a quick incineration. Chevron.
Now you are simply gorgeous. Give in to grace.
Whoa, whoa! Yet again. Instant annihilation. Okay, well, let's try that again. We'll try moving this time. Whoa, whoa!
Such lovely.
Yeah, maybe these books be avoided? I do see the weakness of my channel build.
You are imprisoned by your own vanity, Chevron.
Malachi's entrails. My organs tether me to mortality, like a chain. This chain holds me from my true potential.
I must have time to gather.
Oh, that's cool. This area did have my first 2 deaths, and they just came as a vast surprise.
So tell me, heretic, is yours a compassionate God?
Oh, hell no.
I doubt even he has room in his divine heart for such an unusually talented sinner as me. Just so we're clear about this, I'm not doing this for him anyway.
Okay. Well, open up. The Great Sphincter is opened. Okay.
I actually find myself admiring you in this moment, Templar. You and I will create the most beautiful of nightmares together. Rather the hallmark of God, isn't it? Let me show you what a real God can do.
Now, Exile!
Alright guys, Malachi is the nightmare. Hey, Piety, could you not?
Now, Exile!
Oh, for Pete's sake. Oh, she's dead.
This is what
What's
I
going
get
on now?
for trying to be a bloody savior. I've seen, felt, been things that you can't imagine, heretic.
Okay.
And I don't regret a damned moment of it. So go, finish what we started. And when I find out if this god of yours is real or not, I'll be sure to let you know.
No need, Piety. Just you go and see for yourself.
Now, let us see if you truly understand what it means to be Nightmare.
The answer's no. But I think it's cool to find out.
Nightmare is the true eternal.
The true eternal. Interesting. Whoa. Okay. He's having the heart. Is that what's happening here?
Accept the gift of immortality.
Not sure what I'm supposed to be zapping here. I'm pretty sure I'm killing him. Just keep shooting stuff. Oh, good. There we go.
Are you so in love with death?
Get him! Haha.
You fought against death your whole life, Malachi. When it was the one thing that would grant you true immortality.
Like the pyre is a frickin' what, amulet? Let's take a look. I do require the strength that it gives me, but I got Behemoth Scarab. 21 strength and intelligence. Because without it, I can't equip half my equipment.
What do we call you now? Savior? Messiah? Just remember this, Templar. Your faith didn't kill the nightmare. You did.
Okay. What is this? $173. That is much better in the armor department. Generate life, fire resistance, Increase armor, $497. Jesus. Increase armor, lightning resist, sun resist, block physical. Not as good. But yeah, why do you ask? Got a nice happy amulet to offer. Gotcha. Don't sweat it.
Yes?
I'll find something, I'm sure. Oh, snap. I maxed out my armor. Actually, if that's the case... Yeah, buddy. Making it even harder to replace.
I am proud to be part of the Order. Your Order, my lord.
And I am sorry. I should have had more faith. I've always believed in God. It's just that, until now, I didn't think the Templar did.
I guess sometimes it takes a miracle. Something to prove that we're not on our own in this world.
True. Thank you, Templar, for reminding me what it's like to believe. It's a luxury that I haven't been able to afford.
Yet it's something that all of Rayclast can have now.
Take care.
You're going to tell me that you didn't kill the beast? That it was simply your god acting through you?
Oh, come on. You don't gotta be a psychic or a monk to figure that.
I fear I might be ill upon your self-righteous toes. No, Templar. You did this. The oh-so-ordinary man, who shall be heralded as the Chosen One by the adoring sheep of Oriath.
Ooh.
Yes, Oriath. Upon the mountain high, a gateway has opened. One that shall lead you back to your flock. Hurry. For as the death throes of the beast soften and still, I see the gate beginning to close. Continue to believe in those lies, Templar. It brings out the best in you. Tortured yet unbroken.
I like how everybody's just saying, like, yeah, your faith is a lie. But no big deal.
What is that in your eyes? That glistening, that softness. Is that pity? Take those pitying eyes away before I pluck them from your face. The righteous shall inherit. Vol said that in a candlelit sermon on the eve of Cataclysm. The only smart thing that idiot ever said. The only time God actually agreed with him.
Okay.
My Malachi is dead. I knew it, felt it, understood it the moment you struck the final blow. I was the Gemling Queen, and now my king is dead.
Hit level 8, but it was a slog the first day you haven't had a fun. Really?
Only the greatest.
Wait, level 8 as in a, like, map 8?
A truly eternal
Oh, geez, level 80.
Eternal life.
So the Atlas isn't doing it for you?
A future no longer afraid of the past. Eternal lies. Eternal loss.
Okay.
Take this.
Fist of War? None of these actually affect my spells. Ignition Proliferation. Okay. Area of effect. Huh? This gets me a storm burst. Thanks.
The little cockroach witch. Malachi chose her. Chose her over me. No
Oh,
love.
Pete's
I
sake.
was right to act with care.
Right. Being forced to lose resistance, chaos, for example, and then get all the monsters doing chaos damage. Okay. Maybe. I mean, give it a day. Take a step back. Okay, I want that to be blue. Okay, I'll hold on to that until I find something that works with it. Yeah. Okay, so you're pretty much done with it.
This is neither the time nor the place.
It's happened. You reached that point. Well, I'm gonna do the, dig. Yeah, makes sense. Take a break. Sometimes that's the best. Till Sunday. Okay. Let's drop off my coin. Then see what uniques I got.
You should check out what came in Vale.
Hail, hail, hail. Wonder Trap. Velvet slippers. Bunch of knives. Nothing really good.
What do you need? Hey, what's your back out there?
Just
Or
a little
suppose.
tater. Oops.
There we go.
Hello?
Basically just going in to drop off the cash.
I'll add it to our balance.
Bismuth and pumpkins. Maybe that's what I'll have somebody do. Grow me some pumpkins.
Sonia will make good use of them.
Alright. Let's do the mine. The mine has been the thing I've been most excited for in this game. I don't know how to find the voltaic stuff, though. Whoa. Sulfite capacity. Light radius. Darkness resistance. Okay, well, let's get some more azurite.
Welcome, Exile.
To craft 2 flares. I did it.
Hot little pair of sticks you got. Mind you, don't get them mixed up. Don't want to have to mop you up. Though I suppose blowing yourself to bits is better than getting lost in the dark down there. I suggest you bring a few sticks of dynamite and a few flares when you venture down.
Which I'm kind of interested. Like, I wonder how
Guide you to some large ore veins. But
people
tossing
get to
a
like
flare
floor
into
5,000
blue
on
might
this.
reveal some very pretty little treasures. Since the mine's been around for so long, all the easy pickings have already been pinched. Might have to do some excavating of your own if you want something truly precious.
Sure.
There's some fragile-looking walls down there. Reckon a well-placed stick of dynamite will turn those walls to rubble. Why don't you give that a go, eh? I'll let you keep whatever you find on the other side.
Okay. Let's
Stay
do
in
this.
the light.
Whoa. I can go all the way to depth 7. Fungal caves, so we got different stuff. Interesting. Monster level. Where should I go? Let's go this way. Maybe like up here or something. No, not towards the gems. Maybe I want azurite. Well, let's just go to the azurite. Call it good. Alright. We ride.
Authority will prevail.
Alright, Yowler. I think we made it. Get him. I guess all we're fighting are like spiders and shit. What is happening? Okay. Okay, this is very dutifully killy. Get my meta currency. In the darkness. Oh, where are we going now? Yeah, I guess let's go to floor 6? Nah, floor 8. Contains weapons. Let's do this. Oh shit, you know what? Okay. Well, nothing here looks like a weak wall. The whole fungal cavern thing. Whoa. Whoa. Frag 'em. Give me a second. Ah! There we go. That was not as lucrative as I wanted it to be. Yes, 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 it's dark. So finally got to a good power point, and you're shredding enemies. Elementalist Witch is amazing. And just elemental damage in general is absolutely horrendously powerful. Pleasant, fun, but ridiculously powerful nonetheless. Go there, and in here. Burning through my sulfite. How do I get more of that? Come on now, creatures. Whoa, what happened here? What happened? Yeah, some creatures have the ability to just make it go dark. You know, if you find an ore that just produces giant spiders, this is ridiculous. What kind of spell are you using, Vox? Are you doing a channel magic? Or are you... Whoa. Jiminy Crickets. That was awesome. Okay, as it turns out, darkness hurts. I mean, I guess he does warn me against the darkness. Fungal caves. I mean, I do want currency, so let's go this way. And away we go. This is getting quick. Come on, Gorgos. Tear him up. This place is just swarming with koalas. This is insane. What is the purpose of this mine area? Take that. Take these. And these. Sure. I don't know why I picked half this stuff up. It's a lot of armor. 44% chance block. No resistances. No thank you. Not even close. Talk to me, Scepter. Nope. Seriously? Increase attack speed? Increase strength, increase armor. Regenerate life. Nah. Where to now that I got 59? Yeah, and then we'll go this way? We need to go deeper. That's what I'm hearing. Went from koalas to spiders. Okay. You know, the cost of this ore is absolutely insane. I mean, it seems to be infecting literally everything. Yeah, I'm going. Harry Slasher, huh? Let's do it. A dusty altar. Whoa! Alright, sand warriors. Enough of that. Ah! I'm pretty sure I won that one. Good lord. Blood-stained riches. Nice. I guess that's how you get all your, not cosmetics, currency items. Took me a second to remember the word. Well. That's crazy. I think I can do one more. Unless... No? No good? Don't I got, like, a flare? I mean, the increased life is all well and good, but... we can increase fire. And our resistances. 50% physical cold, lightning, and fire damage. No. Deal no non-fire damage. That's insane. No. This might be the end. The fire and the resistance might be the end of this tree that I'm going on. Then which direction do I go? Then we go the mana way. Leading to what exactly? There we go. Elemental Mastery. More fire damage. Energy Shield. Okay. Alright, map. Where we go? Do it. We keep going. Whoa. I don't know what's going on here, but we certainly got crystals. Periodically enrages. Jeez. That's so hard. I can zap all day. Come on, Golem Man. Woohoo, come on now. I don't know how a non-channel character would survive this. This is insane. I am out of Thermotic Sulfite. That's not what I want. A Reaver helmet, huh? I'll take that. Alright. $212. Increase. Rarity of items found. Cold resist. Yeah, that's pretty good. There we go. The Herald of Ash continues. But now what? I'm at my limit. No more sulfite. I guess we keep going deeper? This looks like a weak spot. We'll go this way next time I have resources. Petrified forest, huh? Fungal wastes, mines. Neat. Actually got some kind of coherent map going on here. I don't know how that works. Okay, I'll save up for these bigger ones. They seem a lot more important.
Greetings.
Well. I guess we continue? What time is it? We got 30 minutes. We can make it to the other act. Let's put our loot here and hope we find more sulfite on the way. Whaling. Got a couple new ones. That's awesome. The number of sockets. Maybe put some love inside this armor piece. Shall we? Yeah! Excellent. Now let's progress the story. With a portal. It should be this way. Okay.
This is neither the time nor the place.
The ascent. You go to the top of the mountain here. I remember liking this place. Just my enjoyment of frozen environments. You just always have very interesting landmarks when just it's encased in ice. I mean, I'm sure the theme's the same. You know, it's cold, it's frozen, everything's dead. Die, Blackguard. Whoa. Story continues. Well, they got poachers all over the place. We got one to go here, too. Child of Winter. There we go. You know, Act 4 went by kind of quick. I like it. Not a lot of backtracking. Not a lot, just kill the super monster, which I'm pretty sure I did. Or at least I killed Malachi. Don't know if that actually counts. Gigantic beards. Alright, let's cross this bridge. Now we're talking. Did I win? No. Come on, die. Pale angel. There we go. Mining can be had. That seems excessively brutal for the kind of work they're getting. It's like, oh yeah, we'll fight pale angels and demons. And yeah, we'll just take this ore to build our humble town. Hey. We certainly haven't slowed down in gaining levels, so that's a plus. Well, we're seeing the evidence of camps and such. The agate amulet, huh? Let's see what that's all about. 24 strength and intelligence, 66% mana regen, regenerate 4 life. The Shaper's Seed, huh? Nearby allies get 4. I mean, that's just heal the ability. First light to grow in the primordial darkness. Sure, I'll wear this. Blood flows not just through the veins, but through the worlds. The calling. There we go.
Must have time to gather my will.
Oh yeah, I could have leveled at this point. Get in there. This 30 intellect is a good one. Okay, we got zombies again. It's always the damn zombies. Raid class will just not let you die. So to the beginning, so to the end. The White Death, huh? The White Death has died. Point God. Oh, I went the wrong way. What? I guess I go through this small path? Okay. Oh. Our momentum hasn't been stopped all that much. Hi. Activate the resonator.
Captain Tavares. Altitude is imperative to forging a stable connection with the prime resonator in Theopolis. Power source is equally vital. Locate a fissure in the mountainside and lower a conductive cable into it. The deeper, the better. It will take an immense amount of thaumaturgical energy to execute the successful disintegration and transmission of objects, both inanimate and animate, between Highgate and Theopolis. For that kind of power, we must tap the origin. I needn't remind you of the consequences should either of those elements prove deficient. That is why I would like you, Tavares, to be the first to test the resonator once it is operational. Accountability is a perfect counterweight to ambition. Templar Dominus.
Well, let's pull that switch. I'm in a place called the Slave Fence.
Judgment for those of hollow faith.
That's awesome. Marks judgment. Well, my guy is nothing short of judgment, of all things. I'm sure we'll find enemies soon. Ah! As I will be the scourge set upon Oriath. Quote-unquote, back to my flock. Bindlesmith? Get wrecked. I am pleased that it gets to the point where these enemies, like, they keep, you know, sometimes a boss gets there and their health bar just stubbornly doesn't drop nearly as fast. So then I just kind of pump up the amplitude with some high power spells. There we go. Okie dokes. We're actually getting kind of close to the limit of that I played on my own time previously. I never finished the full 10 acts, so I'm kind of excited to. But I feel if I can maintain, you know, as long as I beat an act per stream, I think we'd be making a decent clip. And then we can set our focuses on, like, you know, some later game stuff, like the map and stuff, or the mine. Oh, there's people in these holes. It's okay, I'm not here to save them. I'm here to judge them. For the glory of God. That was fast. Let's get zapping them. I wonder why I ended up here, of all places. Like, I guess it's not a problem if you work for Dominus, but it seems like a very random place to be sent to Oriath. Like, oh yeah, we just sent you to these slave pens. There we go. I guess that wasn't the right way. Take a little bit of gold from the bindle, which actually kind of makes sense that there's gold lying around in some of these chests. Now that we're in the mainland, it's less of a barter system, or it should be. Whoa! Holy crap! My poison resist was lacking, it would seem. Pleased to see it didn't kill my lightning elemental, of all things. Why didn't you take a hit from me, bro? Okay, I dare say this character's weakness is just sudden burst damage. Just because it just overwhelms my armor. And I don't have any defense after that. I guess all these slaves are pretty upset that I'm leaving them behind. Then again, I am fighting for my life. Sigil of Power. Okay. I'll have to investigate what that means. This is not the right way. Unless... Nope. Overseer Crow, huh? Yeah, enough of that. That was actually a spell my last character had.
Your hateful scorn has no place in God's land.
I mean, sure. And they dropped the ladder. Whoa.
Templar murders Templar. Not a pretty sight. But it was enough to get this sorry lot up and fighting.
Oh, I incited a rebellion.
Promised us a sign. Not quite what I expected, but then who am I to argue with Kitava, the immortal slave, Utulamakora is what they call me. And I am
Utulamakora.
tasked of being chief to this lot. Well, I put the steel in their hands. I tell them where to stab, where to run, where to die. If that doesn't make me a chief, what does, eh? Blood isn't the only currency we need to earn the right of freedom. We can kill all the Templar mongrels we like up there. It won't matter a damn if we don't get inside their stronghold, the Templar courts. Might as well put my bloody chains back on right now. Problem is, there's some sort of witchery surrounding the place. Only those who see the truth with faithful eyes are getting in there. The power of innocence. It's all in the eyes, you see. Yet blessed
Kitava, huh?
has answered my prayers and sent us just the pair of eyes we need. The ever-faithful Justicar Casticus. He's there in the control blocks right now, smiting my people with self-righteous fury.
Okay.
Find him. Rip his faithful eyes out. Then I'm sure the good Justicar will be kind enough to see you to the Templar cause.
Okay, I'm removing his eyes.
Templar
Nope.
murders Take a deep breath.
We're gonna get a bunch of the lore here.
Stink of exploitation and oppression. Yes, these pens and cells have
Mainly because I haven't seen it.
from home since the first card we were brought here by Marseus Lioneye, their great hero of the Empire. One of the best slavers they ever had. Not that he was the only one. Captain Sigmund Fairgraves funded many an expedition of the whipped backs of Kardui children. High Templar Dominus was only the latest in a long line of men to grow rich by trading in misery.
Okay.
Oriathan wealth was built on Kardui poverty. Oriathan gold will forever be stained red by Kardui blood.
Okay.
Overseer's Tower, this place is called. Do you know the worst thing about the men who stood here, watching us, cursing us, descending to whip and kick us like curs? They were slaves, like us, willing to turn on their brethren for a bigger cage and a few extra rations. I can't quite put into words what a pleasure it was to take this tower, to rip the greedy eyes from those traitors.
You're all about pulling eyes out, aren't you?
I hope so. Well, I know his other names. The Black Spirit, the Cannibal King, the Ravenous One. He was all of those things before Tsukuhama slashed out his eyes, before Valakor drowned him in the sea, before Hinekora whipped him and condemned him to immortal darkness.
Oh.
Kitava has learned from the suffering inflicted upon him, learned what cruelty is from his own flesh and blood, learned what it means to be a slave. Now he hungers for freedom, not merely for himself, for all of us who have suffered under whip and shackle. Kitava is the tormented one, destined to rise up from the darkness and banish cruelty from this world. And we, his children, rise with him.
Okay.
Old Red Eyes. He's been quiet for a long time, just like Kitava and Tsukuhama, all of the old gods. Now innocence has woken up, and with him, power like I've never seen the Templar wield before.
Huh.
It's all right though. We slaves, we've got our own god looking out for us now. I can see him in the eyes of my brothers and sisters, smell him in the blood we've spilled, hear his call in the screams of the fallen. I don't rightly know where the gods have been or what's brought them crawling back, nor do I really care. All I need to know, my friend, is that we're not alone anymore. Blood isn't the
Whoops.
There's two parts to the Templar. The grim face and the spotty ass.
Okay.
Out front, you've got the Templar courts. Usually the last place our Hatungor see if they're stupid enough to preach their craft within a Templar's hearing. Oriath's woodmongers must do a roaring trade with that place. When the wind blows right, you can even smell the aroma of barbecue blasphemer from here. The arse end, that's the Chamber of Innocence. It's where the real earnest believing gets done. Where the young Templar go to pay their respects to God Almighty and get the good sense baptized out of their heads. I've not seen the inside of the chamber myself, but you can feel it from over a block away. Like there's an eye in your gut, peering through your insides, looking for even the tiniest stain of sin. I tell you, sane people go in one end of that place, ash and apostles come out the other. Watch yourself in there.
Sounds cool.
With Dominus away in Rayclast, some
Oh, he's dead.
to keep the wheels of oppression turning. Avarius was only too happy to take the job. He'd had plenty of practice in wickedness. It was Avarius who led some of the largest and most crippling raids upon the Ngāmakanui and the Ngākura Makoi. It was on his orders that men, women and children were shackled and shipped like cattle to Theopolis. And it was Avarius who spent 5,000 Karui lives building his Templar courts and his Chamber of Innocence. Who had wives and daughters scrub their husbands and fathers' blood from the stones so as to preserve their purity. When you meet Avarius, feel free to exact a little extra vengeance in the name of Karui's suffering.
Okay, well, you seem single-minded.
An exile returned. How was that even possible? And a Templar at that. Striding out of the sunlight to lay waste to our enemies, like Ramakor in the stories my mother used to tell me. Well, your divine intervention gave us just the diversion we needed to take this tower.
Only 3 characters
so if
in
you
here.
keep doing things like that, then I might have to start believing in the gods again. And thank you for finishing off that last overseer for us. I don't know what sort of mother could have birthed that land-loving whale, but we were lucky he wasn't here when we took this tower. He'd have spread us across the floor like butter on a piece of bread. Here, take something for helping us in this hopeless fight of ours.
Okay. Oof. I like the resistances. Let's do this one.
We'd been planning it for months, spreading the word, stealing weapons, gathering support. Utula and his followers did most of the dirty work. I just carried a few messages here and there.
All right.
Should have known I'd end up like this when the real fighting started. In the darkest hour
Guessing you're
before
injured.
dawn, that's when we broke our chains. And as many overseer necks as we could wrap our hands around. We took the Panopticon as the sun rose over Theopolis, and that's as far as we got. When you're up against cold steel and colder hearts, there's only so far that anger will take you.
Okay.
Few of us can say that we've devoted our lives to anything greater than ourselves. Can you?
Yeah.
I think Utula can. Since the day I met him, I've seen Utula do nothing that wasn't in the service of his people. He's a smart one. He could have escaped. He could have sailed off to Namakanui and never looked back. Yet there he stands, our herald of freedom.
This guy looks cool.
I might die of this wound, yet I'd be giving but a fraction of what Utula has to honor the Karui way.
Huh. She seems okay with a dying of a wound. I guess as okay as you can be.
Remember, we do this for freedom.
All right, Valentia.
Unlike these assorted ignorami, I'm not surprised to see you here. The beast is dead, all thanks to you, I suppose. I was listening to the beast's death
Look at
rattle
this
when
thing.
these lunatics broke in, wrecked the place, and dragged me here to tend to their cuts and bruises. Thankfully, I was able to bring some of my paraphernalia with me. The balance of power is shifting in your favor, O murderer of nightmares. If I am in possession of anything that might smooth the transition of governance, don't hesitate to ask. You'll find my terms quite reasonable. Some time ago, I fabricated a device able to sense and amplify the corrupt
Miasmator?
murmurings of Rayclast. A miasmeter. I listened to those whispers for years, lingering beyond sane comprehension. And then the scream. Such profound agony that my mind was nearly sundered by its percussion.
Okay.
I thought another cataclysm might be upon us. But no, it was you, slaying the beast. I was witness to a singularly potent cadence. This corruption, I am convinced that it holds the very key to our human history, and with it, our very existence. Yet without the miasmeter, I'm condemned to deafened ignorance. It remains in Piety's laboratory, as long as Utula's miscreants haven't vandalized.
Whoops.
In contrast to the company she keeps, Lani has quite an astute mind. I put it down to that Oriathan education she's managed somehow to procure. Whilst quelling whatever resistance you might meet in this noble coup of yours, you'd be well advised to look to Lani for counsel. She'd make the finest of advisors. Second only to myself, of course.
Of course.
Utula might appear to conduct himself with honesty and honor, yet has all the telltale signs of a desperate man born of desperate times. As the cornered animal will bite and claw, the cornered man will lie, steal, and murder in the name of survival. It's understandable, and deadly if underestimated. I can't really fault Justicar Casticus, a man committed heart and soul to upholding the law. Of course, law isn't the same thing as justice, and men like Casticus lack the imagination necessary to make that distinction. Avarice, innocence. I'm not sure there's a great deal of difference. Around the time I heard the beast's mortal scream, the newly appointed High Templar Avarius went through something of a revelation. The manner in which he speaks and acts now would indicate that he believes, without doubt, that he is some earthly embodiment of God.
Oh, jeez.
That's faith for you. It'll reduce grown men to the madness of infancy. I gave Piety everything, devoted my life to her work. What did that thankless bitch do for me in return? Left me here to polish her beakers while she pursued glory in Rayclast. Oh. You killed her, did you? Likely as not, you'd have killed me too had I been there. In that case, perhaps we both got exactly what we deserved.
Huh.
Piety and I have devoted ourselves to the betterment of the human condition. As for our methods, Piety had a saying that summed it up nicely. Would you consider the feelings of the stones when constructing a glorious cathedral in the name of God? Casticus supplied us with slaves, mostly Kardui, and I put them to good use. In fact, I believe their participation in my experiments elevated them from squalor to splendor. Our subjects were able to give their otherwise meaningless lives to something greater than themselves. Isn't that what we all want in the end?
Sure.
Now, where was I?
Okay. I don't know what this crazy, echoey monstrosity is. Okay.
Yes? I'd be dead right now if not for Violenta. I just hope I live long enough to repay her. And how will I do that? By talking Utula out of his inclination to slice Violenta's throat open.
Huh.
As far as I'm concerned, our pasts are as broken as our chains. Remember,
What do we look at it?
Lani's a pretty tough girl for a half-blood. Her mother was Karu, but her father, a lord with a nose for island flowers. Despite that Oriathan stain in her blood, Lani risked her life time and time again, slipping us the information that she bore between the lords and ladies of Theopolis. Honestly, couldn't have put the pieces of this uprising together without her. And she's a fighter. Struck down 2 overseers before a third managed to put that scratch on her. Don't worry, it won't slow her down for long. Not Lani. If it weren't for Lani, I'd have cut that bitch's throat the moment I met her. But Violenta seems to know her medicine, so she needs to live. Until Lani is better, then Violenta will answer for her crimes against us.
Well, and that's the lot of lore we're getting. But with that, I believe we're going to be calling this an evening, as I do have work in the morning. But this was fun. We made a lot of progress very quickly. Glacial Shield Swipe. Interesting. And I'm pretty pleased with the progress we have. We are on Act 5. And come in for more. Nice. Hey, good night. And with that, I hope you guys have a good evening as I plop all this stuff inside my inventory. Hey, good night, D-Gen. It's good to see you. Hope I see y'all tomorrow. We're going to be playing, I'm not sure which, but we'll probably finish out what one of the games we have. So we'll take a look at that. Take it easy, guys, and good night.